Hello friends, this is Ahmad Ali. Today I am going to explain to you a few words which are generally asked in competitive exams. These words are related to different types of personalities, different types of people. We know that there are different types of people in our society. Like some may be selfish, some people may be unselfish. Some people may be happy, some people may be unhappy. Some people help others, some people do not help others. There are different types of people in our society. I am going to explain these words with their root words so that you can remember these words for a long time. If you want to remember a word for a long time, then you have to do two things. The first thing is you have to learn a word with its root word. You have to understand, you have to learn a word with its root word. And you have to use the word regularly or occasionally in your conversation. You have to use the word occasionally in your conversation. When you use the word occasionally in your conversation, you can remember the word for a long time. If you don't use the word occasionally, after a few days, after a few months, you will forget the word. If you want to remember for a long time, then you have to regularly use the word. Let's discuss these words. The first root word is ego. Ego is a Latin word. It means self, I. With ego, we can create few words. The first word is egoist. Ego means self. Ist is a suffix. Suffix means a letter or a group of letters added at the end of a word to make a new word. A letter or a group of letters added at the end of a word to make a new word. We know that there are many suffixes like y, ios and ist. Ist is a suffix of noun. It denotes a person. It denotes an expert, a specialist. For example, psychology means the scientific study of human mind. If we add ist to psychology, then it becomes psychologist. Psychologist is a person who is an expert or a specialist in psychology. Psychologist is a person, is an expert in psychology. Next, anthropology, the study of human development and societies. If we add ist, then it becomes anthropologist. Anthropologist means a person who is an expert or a specialist in anthropology, anthropologist. Now, egoist. Ego means self. Ist means person, which means ego means self. Ist means person, which means selfish person. A selfish person. A person who believes in self-advancement. A person who does not help others. A person who does not do any favor to other people, other persons. Every decision egoist makes is based on the answer to one question, that is, what is in it for me? If there is some benefit, then only he will do that. If there is no any benefit, then he will not do that. So egoist is a selfish person. He doesn't do any favor to other people. Egoist. He is a selfish. Next word is egotist. Egotist, the difference is T. In egoist, in spelling, the difference is only T, but slightly another meaning, slightly different. Egotist is boastful. He is a boaster. He considers himself better, greater, or more important than other people. He appreciates himself. He praises himself. He generally says that I am great, and he talks his accomplishments, his achievements. He says, do you know what I have done? I can do anything. I can solve all the problems. I have done that. I have done this. I'm an expert at every field. He speaks like this. He gives such type of statements in his conversation. No one likes such type of person because no one likes boastful. He is boastful. He appreciates, he praises himself. Next word is egocentric. Ego means self. Centric means, this word comes from the root word centrum, which means center. Egocentric considers himself the center of the universe. He is an extreme form of the egoist, which means he is more selfish than egoist. He is an extreme form of the egoist. He is more selfish than egoist. He considers himself great. He considers himself great, egocentric. And our next word is egomaniac. Egomaniac, there are two words. One is ego, means self. Maniac, this word comes from the root word mania, which means madness. Egomaniac is slightly mad. He carries his egoism to such an extreme that he doesn't care even if he harms, if he hurts other people in order to get what he wants. He doesn't care even if he hurts other people in order to get what he wants. He might take photos of himself, never of others. Just because you like to take selfies doesn't make you egomaniac. A true egomaniac has a psychological disorder that makes him believe that he is the greatest. Egomaniac is slightly mad. Egomaniac is slightly mad. He is dangerous. Try to understand. The first one is egoist and egotist are obnoxious, which means something bad. And next, egotist is intolerable. We can't tolerate him because he always considers himself the center of the universe. So that's why he is intolerable. And egomaniac is dangerous. Egomaniac is slightly mad. So there are 4 words. And next our word is altruist. Altruist, this word comes from the root word alter. Altru means alter, which means another. Generally we use this word alternative, which means another. Altruist is interested in the welfare of others. He doesn't believe in self-advancement. He is interested in the welfare of others. He does favor to, generally, he helps others, altruist. And our next word is introvert. There are 2 words. Intra plus vert. Intra means inwards. Verto means turn. Introvert, we can make some other words also with verto. Those are extrovert and ambivert. Introvert. Intra means inside, inwards. Extra means outwards. Verto means turn. Ambi means both. Try to understand. Intra means inwards. Extra means outwards. Verto means turn. Ambi means both. The first word is introvert. Introvert thoughts are constantly turned inwards. His thoughts are constantly turned inwards. He turns his thoughts inwards. He is shy, quiet, unhappy, unsocial. He minutely examines his every thought, feeling and action. Try to understand. He minutely examines His every thought. For example, if an ink mark is on his shirt, he doesn't go out. He says that, he thinks that, what do other people think of me if they see this ink mark on my shirt? He minutely examines. So that's why he is shy, he is quiet. He can't mingle with other people easily. He is shy. The main problem of him is, he is unable to realize that other people do not spend as much time and energy analyzing him as he thinks. He fails to realize, he is unable to realize that other people do not have much time to think about him, but he is unable to realize. It is his main problem. His thoughts are constantly turned inside, inwards. He examines himself very carefully. But he is not bad, maybe he is a genius, but his thoughts are always turned inside, inwards. Next, our word is extrovert. He is opposite to introvert. Extrovert. His thoughts are constantly turned outside. Extrovert is interested in the activities of others, in the problems of others. In others' problem, he is interested. He may be, extrovert may be counselors, administrators, generally politicians, teachers, counselors, administrations, salespersons, they all are extroverts. Politicians, they are interested in others' problems. They want to be with people, a lot of people. Salespersons, they are also interested in others' people activities. Generally, they talk with other people, they sell their product with other people. Introvert, they can't do that. Only extrovert can sell goods. Because introverts, they can't mingle with other people easily. But extrovert, they can easily mingle with other people. They are interested in others' activities. Extrovert. Their thoughts are always turned outwards. Extrovert is a confident person. He is confident. And next our word is ambivert. Most of the people are ambivert. People are normally ambivert. Ambivert turns his thoughts sometime inwards and sometime outwards on the basis of situation. On the basis of situation, he changes his behavior. Sometimes he is introvert, sometimes he is extrovert. So these all are our words. So try to understand. The first one is egoist. Ego means self. Whenever you hear ego, you have to remember that ego means self. Egoist, a selfish person. Egotist, a boaster, which means he always appreciates himself. And next, third word is egocentric. He is an extreme form of the egoist. He is more selfish than egoist. And next, egomaniac is slightly mad. Altruist is interested in the welfare of others. Next, introvert. His thoughts are constantly turned inwards. Extrovert. His thoughts are constantly turned outwards. And ambivert. His thoughts are turned sometimes inwards and sometimes outwards. So I hope you understood this. So thanks for watching this video. In next class, I will explain some other words with their root words. So once again, thanks for watching this video.